But before we go on to revealing the secret behind the music industry, let us take a brief look at the origin of this great battle for the mind. The Bible makes us to understand that God created a special angel who was endowed with extreme beauty, power, and special ability to sing. His name, of course, was Lucifer. But this perfect angel followed his beauty and became full of pride. He thought that he was the rightful person to be worshipped as God. And with the help of 1/3 of the angels in heaven, which he was able to deceive, he launched an attack for the throne of God. But the Bible makes it clear that Lucifer's effort to take the throne of God was met with a strong resistance by Michael and his angels, and Lucifer, along with the angels that he deceived, were defeated. Revelation chapter 12 verse 9 says, "So the great dragon was cast out, that serpent of old called the devil, who deceives the world. He was cast out to the earth, and his angels were cast with him." Friends, when Lucifer came to this earth, he did not cease his battle with the Creator. In fact, he continued to fight against God, but this time round by attacking God's creation. He therefore went to the Garden of Eden, where God had created man and woman, and then there the devil Lucifer disguised himself as a serpent. Now note this: Satan had to disguise himself because he knew that when he goes there with his face, man wouldn't accept him because they knew he was the enemy of God. So he had to use a medium, a device to deceive. That is his nature. He is a deceiver, and he always deceives through mediums. So through the medium of the snake, Lucifer was able to get into a conversation with Eve, and this is what ensued between them. He asked the woman, "Has God indeed said, 'You shall not eat of every tree of the garden'?" Then the woman responded by saying, "We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden you shall not eat, nor shall you touch it, lest you die." And the serpent responded and said, "You shall not surely die." This was a lie. God said, if you eat of the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden, you will die. But the devil, through the medium of the snake, the serpent, deceived Eve into thinking that when she eats of the tree of the fruit in the middle of the garden, she will not die, but rather she will be wise and become like God. That was the first deception, and man fell then. And ever since, from that time in the Garden of Eden, the devil has been deceiving people through many devices. That is why Paul warns us in the book of Corinthians, 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. He says this: "Lest Satan have an advantage over you, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Friends, as soon as we become ignorant of the way or the medium through which the devil deceives, we will definitely fall to his deception. The music industry today is the major tool the devil is using to deceive countless number of people in the world. Even many Christians have fallen in the hands of the devil through music. Music genres such as hip-hop, hip-life, rock and roll, R&B, reggae, etc. have been specially designed by the devil to steal the mind of people from God. And I'm going to prove to you as you watch this video. It has been proven scientifically that the type of music that you listen to will determine what your values will be and ultimately who you will become. According to Dr. Ira Ashuza of the Music Research Foundation of Washington, D.C., music does not depend on your master brain, that is the center of reason, to gain entrance into your mind. He goes on to say that the human brain is divided into two sections, the left brain and the right brain. Now, each section of the brain performs a separate function but are related in a way. The left brain is nicknamed as the skeptic because it does not accept everything. That is your conscious thoughts, your logical analysis and awareness. This is the part of the human brain that does not accept everything, as I said earlier on. It deciphers information and picks what is good before it is stored and throws the bad one away. Now, this is the part of the brain where decisions are taken. Note that. Then we have the right brain. Now, the right brain is the subconscious part of the brain. It is that part of the brain that receives and records everything. This is the part of the brain where emotions and feelings are found. The information that's recorded in the right brain is then sent to the left brain where the unwanted ones are thrown away. The danger is that the right brain can influence the left brain to accept anything if that information that was recorded came in the form of music. That is, when the information recorded by a right brain came in the form of music, when it is sent to the left brain cannot decipher or sieve it. It would accept all of it and store it in your conscious brain, and that is what you are going to use to take decisions. The devil knows this. In fact, the devil knows that music can put information in you without your permission. That is why he has come out with these forms of music and filled them with his doctrine, so that as people listen innocently, they would be influenced to accept the way of the devil. He knows that no rational being would want to accept his demonic message, so he has to find a medium, just as he used the snake as a medium in the Garden of Eden. He's using the music industry as a medium to deceive people in this end time. The messages found in these forms of music are the exact opposite of what God says in his book. Remember that when the devil disguised himself as a snake and went to the Garden of Eden, he told Eve that when she eats of the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden, she will not die, but rather become like God. But that was the exact opposite of what God had told man. God told them when they eat of that tree, they will die. The devil knows that God says thou shalt not kill, but hip-hop music, hip-life music, and all these forms of worldly music are filled with nothing but guns and violence. He wants people to think that killing makes you a better person, killing makes you a respectable person. No wonder all hip-hop musicians talk about violence. 50 Cent released an album some years ago entitled Get Rich or Die Trying, and then on the album cover 50 Cent was pictured as wearing a bulletproof vest and holding a gun. Why would someone who is just singing to entertain you wear a bulletproof vest and point a gun at you? They are not here to entertain you, and I'm going to say this till this video ends. They are here to destroy you. The more you hear about guns and killing and violence, the more you become insensitive to killing, and that is what the devil wants you to become. The devil knows that God says that we should flee fornication, but today, if you turn on your television set, all the music videos that you see are filled with almost half naked women. Their lyrics are nothing but fornication.